Battle. It's against Steven, and this is in. So we're matched up for setiries tournament. God, I'm such a fucking noob when it comes to talking. Okay, so he leads off with the Swamper, and I lead off with my fucking Helios. I'm gonna stop cursing so much. And this is my Endeavor Helios, so I'm just gonna play dumb and go for a Vacuum Wave while he goes for a Surf and takes me down to my Focus Ash. Ben, get in this shit!
Pecans are not one. Endeavor.
We go for Endeavor and take out a giant wall like Swamper. It's gonna die.
JK.
JK. It's just Endeavor. So we died with Surf.
You don't know what Endeavor does? Get off this channel.
My God, noob. Okay, so now we're just gonna come back in and revenge kill this thing because we can. You know what? You know.
Brings in the Shuka Shuka.
I bring in Shuka Shuka because I know I'm gonna outspeed. I'm gonna kill it and I'm gonna recover some leftovers.
Hit him with the DC. Dragon Claw.
Dragon Claw.
He did disconnect.
So he goes into a Swallow. And I'm like, okay, Swallow, whatever, that's pretty cool. So I thought it was going to U-turn. Swallow's really fast. So I thought it was going to U-turn. So I substitute, but he gives me a free substitute with his Protect. And BCAM0901 told me he protected so he can activate his Flame Orb. But he U-turns now, and it still doesn't break. So I go for a Dragon Dance. But he brings in a Fortress, and I'm like, sad face.
Fortress is huge wall. And he doesn't have anything to hit him for super effective damage.
No, I do not. So I go for my second Dragon Dance. And he goes for Gyro Ball. Good play.
We were fearing the explosion the whole time.
Yeah, I was pretty sure this thing would explode just because it's going to get rid of a sweeper. So I just substitute just to see what it's going to do.
He keeps going for Gyro Ball, which is a good play.
And he goes for Gyro Ball.
And eventually, no. And this Gyro Ball is pretty powerful since of the double speed now, thanks to Dragon Dance.
Not really. It's not gonna do much. All right, so I go for Earthquake, and it does an okay amount.
Lucky for canalninja right here, the guy's a big noob and he goes for Rapid Spin.
He went for Rapid Spin.
I guess he.
It would have been amazing if I went for Substitute there. I should have kept on subbing.
Yeah.
So now I go for Earthquake, and I'm thinking he's gonna explode here, just because he can live it and he can take me out. But he goes for Gyro Ball.
Had he gone for Gyro Ball the first time, it would have been easily killed this thing.
Yeah.
But he went for Rapid Spin. I guess he wanted to get his rocks because he probably has a lot of flyers.
Yeah. Does this thing have explosion?
Oh, this thing comes equipped with explosion most of the time.
It should. It's a utility. Okay. So Shuka Shuka's looking pretty good now. And I'm just going to Dragon Claw this thing to death.
This is some epic fail stuff right here.
Yeah,
he brings in his...
he switches in Swillow, and I'm like, okay, you know, what's up? You know.
Sweeps on, right? Because he obviously just threw away Swallow because he had nothing else.
For sure. So it sends out a Dragonite. I'm like, this is nothing. But I knew the Extreme Speed was coming, so I don't know. I didn't want to switch out just in case he didn't have the Extreme Speed because he sent out a Swallow. So now I'm going to go into Black Belt Ninja to scare him off with an Ice Beam, but that was a mistake. Because he brings in a lantern. This lantern's bulky. And I have to switch out now.
It's a good thing he didn't overpredict.
Should never predicted. So I switch into my Death Star because it is my special defensive wall. And he goes for Thunder Wave, which doesn't really matter too much. I think. So he's scared out because he can't do anything. And I'm paralyzed. At that turn, I'm not even going to say. It's kind of embarrassing. Whatever. Alright, on that
turn, canalninja went for Thunder Wave even though it was a Volt Absorber.
I had to look up Lantern to check its ability, and it had Volt Absorb. I did not know that. If that Volt Absorb hit, I would have looked like a noob.
But he switched out anyway, so he would look like Epic Pro, but he got Pair Hack, so he didn't look like Epic Pro.
Okay, so this Dragonite is a mix attacker. It just went for a Fire Blast. And I am fearing a Dragon attack, Outrage. So I'm going to switch back into my Death Star, but he just switches out. So he switches into Lantern.
Probably trying to take something, or just to cripple this thing or kill it with Thunderbolt.
Okay, this is where it gets really dangerous. He goes for a Confuse Ray. So now
he's going for the Parafusion.
But here. I break through and hit him with a Seismic Toss right to the dome.
And this thing is just a special attacker, so he can't do much.
So he goes for Surf first turn.
Living the dream. He gets through the Parafusion again.
And I Seismic Toss him right in the chest. Boom!
Yeah, he took it like a pro.
But that Lantern's still looking pretty good. And right here, I'm thinking, you know what? I think I should switch, but I don't. because he goes for Thunderbolt. Oh my god.
Because it's more
And I snap out
powerful,
of
sir.
confusion. And I don't get pair hacks again. And I seismic toss. Right to the face.
So far, Death Star hasn't. There's no hacks on Death Star now. So,
So he goes for a confuse ray. And I'm back to parafusion, which is lame. But you
but
know
he lives
what?
through it again.
I lived through that shit. And I
So,
smack him right in the teeth.
so now Canal Ninja's like,
You know
okay,
what?
I can't be risky anymore because he's gonna get his HP back. So he brings that epic fail Rodon.
So I switch into Jose on the Thunderbolt, and it doesn't do
Why would this
squat.
be called Jose?
Huh, I wonder, right? Well, this is my special immigrant Rotom. And so I'm going to go for Shadow Ball, but this thing is very special defensive. And I knew it wouldn't kill, but I did not expect this Thunder Wave. Whatever.
He's going for some more parafusion here.
Yeah, so right here I go for a Shadow Ball while he goes for Confuse Ray.
And
Let's see
what
what
do you
happens.
know? He goes through the parafusion
Oh,
again. So this guy's about
damn.
to rage
What
quit.
is up? I'm
This
pretty sure this guy's raging. It
he,
didn't work.
he felt
Okay.
like rage quitting, I bet, at that point.
So now he switches in his Breloom and hits me with the
And
Seed
Canal
Bomb.
Ninja's just begging for these seed bombs. He wants the Rotom to die. He doesn't want him to set up a sub.
I do not want him to set up a sub because that would be very dangerous. I do not know why he didn't switch up. He didn't set up a sub. It would have been very smart. Parahacks and confuse and whatever. And I go for Shadowfall and Shadow Ball and get some damage on it.
Throws a butt ton.
And I get a special defense drop. Oh my! Oh, crit!
The split death drop. Nice.
So now he goes to Seed Bomb and finishes off Jose
And now he's
with
got
a critical hit. Game changing play right there.
I think
Jesus.
I don't know if that crit matters.
So now I go into my Black Belt Ninja and I go for an Ice Beam, knowing that I can take out both of his last Pokemon. Breloom, super effective, and Dragonite, four times super effective. But here, I'm like the biggest noob in the world. I'm fearing the extreme speed, so I switch out into my Gyarados to get him the Intimidate. And he gets Parahacks.
We don't know if he went for extreme speed. I bet you he did.
Yeah. He probably went for extreme speed. But now he goes for extreme speed again. And he hits me hard. And I just spring up in the air. He gets a little bit of leftovers. No, I get a little bit of leftovers, and I bounce right on him. I jump his bones, and he goes for Fire Blast. I'm like, what?
He knew Gyarados would have to stay in, but he went Fire Blast.
And he gets a
He
crit!
gets a crit, a game-changing crit.
And I eat my apple core.
At that point, we knew he was just throwing in the towel. There's no way he come in because the life orb is eventually going to take his guy down.
So he goes for extreme speed, and looking at his HP, he has one more hit with his life orb, which is, oh well.
And this Draco Meteor does fuck all.
And his Draco Meteor smacks my Death Star in the face.
And he dies.
And he dies. So that was a that was a good game. I played like a noob, and I just noobed it up.
It's an OU tournament, and they both used 2 underused Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't know.
Canal Ninja didn't really mean to use a Rotom.
Yeah, that Rotom was supposed to be something else. It wasn't supposed to be that one. But thanks for the battle, Steven, and I will see you later. Here.